So how could all these diseases be cured by just giving everyone the same compound? Well, common sense. We go away from philosophy, put philosophy away, and just look at reality and God, that which is natural. And we find that it's very simple. It's very easy. You stop eating the garbage to begin with. But now, as we begin to think about the garbage that bring the disease in the first place, that brought the disease in the first place, then we begin to question, are we qualified to leave the garbage? It's like going home this evening. And you say, well, when you open that refrigerator, now Dr. Sebi said that this, all this is bad. Now what are we going to do? What are you going to eat? We don't know. We don't know. But what we did know, what we do know now, that that stuff in the refrigerator was not made by God and that it was not made for us. This is why our brothers and myself, we brothers, suffer with prostate cancer, prostate inflammation, nerve problem, impotence, and a whole bunch of other stuff very young. Then we begin to hide our disease like it is ours, like no one else should know about this, because this is embarrassing to even talk about it. No. When I was impotent, I cried out loud, hey fellas, I'm impotent, who could help me? Because I don't have that thing they call shame. Sisters too. Many times I sit with you sisters and I ask, do you have vaginal discharge? Well, sometimes. No, it's all the time. It's all the time. But there again, that's not yours either. That's the food that was afforded to you. In the Supreme Court, I asked the judge, if God made food special for gorillas, special for polar bears, special for orangutans, special for birds, and not all birds eat seed, some eat snakes and meat. So if God made specific food for specific animals, God made also specific food for plants. This is the burdock leaf. You appeal to burdock for what? For iron. You don't appeal to burdock for magnesium. Magnesium is in trace mineral here, but iron is predominant. So there's a food for this plant. So I asked the judge, well, if the plant, the animal, the birds, has specific food that feed their cells, what about Homo sapiens? Are we exempt from that natural cosmic law? She said, no. I said, well, when you removed the Africans from Africa, did you bring his food with him? She said, no. So you see, so when you said that I like my ham, that's not your ham. That's not your chicken. That's not your biscuits. That is something that we have been conditioned to eat. And because we have been conditioned to eat those things, it makes love difficult to come out. When I talk to my wife about the girl, what's wrong with you? You know, it's never a situation where it is always pleasant, regardless to what happened. And I suppose that once upon a time I was there, but I don't remember being there after 30. And after 30 was when I began to, a lot of children was born to me. I think about 15 of them. So I began to compare myself as a father before this change with these herbs, this health that I'm experiencing now. As I go back into my life, I remember once picking up a belt, but I don't remember if I hit the child or not. But I do know this, that all of my children from 30 until 65, I don't even think about raising a belt. But you see, there was a change in the house. With me, there was a new wife in which she came up with me, and there was no milk in the house. There was no cheese, there was no butter, there was no eggs, and there was no breakfast. My son told me the other day that 19 years he is now gone by, and that he's going to sue me because he would sue me for child abuse because in his 19th year, he never had a breakfast. See, we just didn't have breakfast. It was easy. So the children that came up in that environment just grew up